Today we're going to make Cantonese style spring rolls or chingun, and what I have here is the Wong family dumpling filling that was refrigerated overnight. I'm going to adapt that for the spring rolls, and for the adaptation I have some diced black dried fungus that I've rehydrated and diced. I have some cilantro. I have some finely shredded raw cabbage and some shredded carrots and bamboo strips that have come right out of the can as strips. I also have my spring roll pastry, and I like to get the thin kind that ends up looking like this rather than what they call the egg rolls, which are the thicker wrapper. Okay, so let's get started. I am first going to add my cilantro to my filling and also the rehydrated dried black fungus. We're going to mix that. The Wong family dumpling filling is very, very tasty, so I'm just going to use that as the base. So now that I've mixed that, I'm going to show you how to roll the spring roll wrappers. So in order to roll the spring roll wrappers, you will need some water to seal the wrappers, and it is really quite easy once you know how. So for the wrapping, what I'm going to do is take one wrapper and slowly peel it away from the stack. And the wrappings usually come frozen, so they do require some time to defrost. And once they are defrosted, either you work fast or you put this back in the bag, or put a wet paper towel over them so that they keep nice and moist. Otherwise it's going to be very difficult to work with. Then you add a heaping tablespoon of filling. Spread that out, and it'll just be below the diagonal of your spring roll. I then will add some cabbage and some carrots and bamboo shoots. Now I deliberately don't add this into the filling because I want to make sure that every single bite of my spring roll has color and crunch. Make the edges a little sticky by placing some water along just two sides of my square. Fold it and have the 2 points align with each other. As I do that, I'm going to roll my spring roll down so it'll tighten up the filling in my wrapper. I then want to take the sides and fold it in. But when I'm folding it in, I don't want it to flare out, but I want it to fold in a little bit. And by folding in a little bit, it will prevent the extra wrapper from sticking out. And then if you have any extra wrapper sticking out, that has the tendency to burn. So once I've done that, I'm going to continue rolling. And you'll see that none of the wrappers stick flaring out. And I will use some water on that tip and glue it together. And there you have it. Now for the frying. Okay, so I have my oil here, and I want to get it to be around 350 degrees. And then I'm going to slowly submerge this. And once it's golden brown, you can remove it from the oil and place it on a trivet as it cools.